welcome you. Look at the 76ers starting group. Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in its shooting guard. And for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now, Garland, after the missed three from Tyrese Maxey, kicks it out to Allen. Mobley outside. The tray. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a three-point game. And there's Oubre putting it right back in.
Well, you can see Kelly Oubre Jr. just wants it more than everybody else. Such heart and desire.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. The wide open look here for Garland. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mitchell wide open. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Mitchell sets the screen for Garland. Puts up a three. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Garland. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
The shot by George, no good. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The three from Garland. And another three for Cleveland.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lets it go with a three. And that one's good, Maxey.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Cleveland leading by 4. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
It's good from long range.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Mobley. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And so here's Cleveland for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The shot by George, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey kicks to Oubre. The 76ers with another miss. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mitchell in the corner. Misses the jumper. Philadelphia shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. From deep, George gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 6.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
The 3 from Garland. Cleveland gets it back. Mobley kicks to Garland. No good on the 3. Maxey passes to Embiid. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Allen inside the 3-point line. Buried from outside.
2 minutes to review the play.
To look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is fast.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. The wing set for him, Mitchell and Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Drills it from outside. 14 points for him.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
They get it back. Here's Mitchell. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Strength, athleticism, Donovan Mitchell in the paint, quite comfortable, folks.
Oubre inside the 3-point line. A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And it's Mitchell missing. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Maxey, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Okoro kicks to Mitchell. Plenty of space. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now a 7-point Cleveland lead.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
And here's George for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mobley, a screen on Maxey. Jerome, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Embiid. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Mobley misses. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Embiid. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Maxey. Scooped up. Kicks it out to Allen. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Oubre. Here's Maxey. Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Jerome, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. Now on against Embiid. Stolen by Okoro. Mitchell outside. Floats it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Okoro. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Mobley. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Mobley's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Can they get it? The shot that time, not on target. And Mitchell launches it from deep. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
With the score,
Cavaliers ahead, up by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. CLA out there with Edwards. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the two-guard spot. The 76ers trail by 12. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That is 280 pounds sprinting the floor. Andre Drummond in transition.
Under the screen. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A nice shot by McCain.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Here's Jerome. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Strus. Trains the three-pointer. Strus has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that one's good. Drummond.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Jerome passes to Miro. It's Strus on the wing. From deep. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Here's Yabusele. Still yet to score. It's Strus on the wing. Edwards defending. From past the arc. And it's Strus missing. The 76ers trail by 9. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Butler doesn't get it to drop for him.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Here's Drummond. Pass the Abusele. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Abusele's got his first points of the game.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
From downtown, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to McCain. Takes a three. Cavaliers with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. The three from Strus. Good on the triple. Strus has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Maxey. Takes it off the glass. Maxey's got 10 points.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A three ball. The shot missing. Pass to Oubre. This one for three. Jerome with the rebound. Thompson outside to the paint. Strus's shot is good. He's got 11.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And the three-point shot hit. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
George against Strus. The three. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut back down to 11. Big bucket there from George.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
A shake. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. Maxey finds George. Shoots over Strus. And it's George missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Fades and shoots. Mobley misses.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Behind the back and lays it in.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
And here's Garland for three. Buries it from three-point range. Garland's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. The shot by George, wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
With the shot, and the 76ers tack on two more.
And that's tough to guard against. Maxey is just so quick off the ground with that pull-up.
Garland kicks to Mobley. Back to Garland. Over Maxey. Garland, no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 9 points.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
It's so aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
On the wing, George, defended by Strus, connects from three-point range. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Stolen away. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
George dishes to Embiid. Over Allen. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Garland. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Pass to Mobley. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mitchell outside. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia with the ball. 9-point game. And that one's good, George.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It goes straight through with the switch.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Just 4 to shoot. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Batadze in at the 5, roaming the paint.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Suggs, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The 3 from Okoro. Orlando with the rebound. And here's Caldwell-Pope and Carroll with a screen on Mitchell. First quarter of play, a minute in. Pass to Banchero, and stolen by Mobley. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland, and Mitchell with the slam.
And defensively with Mobley, it's not just the length, it's the anticipation, it's the high basketball IQ. This man will beat you mentally and physically.
Now here's Wagner. No good on the triple. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Orlando again missing. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Allen a screen. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Garland for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Caldwell-Pope for 3. The rebound by Allen.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Back to Mobley. From the arc. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's Okoro. Allen with a screen on Wagner. The 3 from Okoro. That shot is off. Magic trail by 8. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Wagner for 3. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 6. 1:21 left now in the first quarter. Garland against Caldwell-Pope. It's intercepted. Here's Banchero. Still no points. Outside, Caldwell-Pope from downtown. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
A good look from Allen. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. It's a 5-point game. Fires the 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Mitchell. It's rebounded by Wagner. And the Magic with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Batadze. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Garland with the ball, working on Batadze. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
The three from Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with a three. And Mitchell launches it from deep. And that's not going to go. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
The length of Allen, yeah, that's problematic for a lot of shooters. And this man knows how to distract them.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Caldwell Pope for 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Mobley, no good. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading. Garland with the ball. Out to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 4 rebounds now. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Mobley passes to Mitchell. Over Wagner. And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Mitchell against Banchero. Three-pointer. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. Launches it. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, they'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in. That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Okoro passes to Mitchell. Garland against Suggs. Shot from the top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Okoro. Orlando with the rebound. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Jerome's checked in. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Here's Mitchell. Out to Mobley. There's the 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his third assist of the night. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Here's Jerome. The three from Okoro. And no good. Magic trail by 4. The three from Suggs. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Here's Jerome. Mobley, right side. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Wagner.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Takes the three, and it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Okoro. Mobley's got 8 points here in the quarter.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Evan Mobley getting it done for Cleveland. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the 3. The kick to Hunter. On the wing, Strus. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Isaac. Here's Orlando. Anthony, the pass to Carter. He shoots a 3. Anthony in the post. Hunter covering. Pass to Anthony. Tries again. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And here's Strus outside. Connects from downtown. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Anthony with a bucket. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Lets it go from deep. Orlando with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Anthony. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Anthony outside. Strus grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jerome. Off the mark there with a 3. For Orlando, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Anthony with a bucket.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Merrill. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando leading by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Orlando has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Carter, the pass to Isaac. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The 3, Anthony. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Pass to Strus. Fires for 3. Here's Thompson. Outside Strus. Takes a 3. And it's Queen with a rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, there's the alley! And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Anthony on the double. Outside Strus. Will it go? No good that time.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Pass to De Silva. Isaac outside. Now here's Anthony. Here's Queen. Offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
It's stolen. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He does not get the second one. He manages to convert the third. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic out in front. They lead by 6. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Suggs, no good. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. Out to Garland to tie it up. Orlando with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Wagner for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Mitchell with the ball. Caldwell Pope covering. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
One thing you can count on with Mitchell, he will just keep attacking. On
the wing, Caldwell Pope. Checked by Mitchell. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. 4-3. That one no good. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far. Just turn the ball on the offensive end.
Suggs against Garland. Corner shot. And Carroll with a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 8 now. From deep, Mitchell. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Suggs. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. Back to Caldwell Pope. And Carroll with a screen on Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Mitchell against Caldwell Pope, and it's Allen who slams it home.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Suggs surveys the D. Sinks it from distance.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
Allen a screen. The 3 from Mitchell. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires from deep. It's kept alive. Back to Batase. Suggs outside. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Suggs has got 20 points.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Batase with a screen. Launches a 3. The rebound by Allen. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Garland against Wagner. Pass to Mobley. Jacks up a 3. And nails the tray.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Batase with a screen. Suggs the pass to Wagner. Off target from 3-point range.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Mobley on a screen. Garland for 3. It's rebounded by Batase. Caldwell Pope against Garland. Outside, Caldwell Pope. There's the triple. And he drills the triple! And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take
is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Now here is George. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. And we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete. And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
The Magic again can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
From deep, George. Cavaliers passes to Embiid. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Suggs looking around from about 19 feet. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And because it's so easy for him to get to the cup, Suggs doesn't shoot a ton of mid-range jumpers, but he has it in his arsenal.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. And the three off target.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one
in the air and down hard. Woo! Stop. Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Embiid the screen. Maxey, no good. Orlando's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. To the middle. Puts the move on. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Now, here's Suggs. No good there with the step-back jam.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
1:15 left to play in the first. There's the lob to Banchero. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Maxey knocks down the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Caldwell Pope outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now Suggs. Paul George missing from long range. Wagner. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for two. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
So confident shot by Suggs. He just goes right up and lets it fly.
And George kicks to Maxey. The shot's good on the assist by George. Maxey's got a couple of threes now in the first with the 76ers. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Maxey. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic start in the second. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. And it's Banchero missing. The 76ers leading by 3. The deep three from George. Suggs against Maxey. Yabusele passes to George. Just 5 on the clock. Over Caldwell Pope, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Magic trail by 3. Wagner wide open, and it's off from three-point range. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Fades away, and it's Wagner with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Bitadze. Wagner finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. They get it back. Banchero jacks up a 3. The Magic again can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Embiid with a screen on Suggs. Out left to the wing. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Magic trail by 3. Caldwell Pope passes to Banchero. Sinks the triple. Banchero's got 10. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now, Banchero. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey. Fires from deep. Over to the left wing. Here's Suggs. Nice shot from the wing. And that's now 10 points for Jalen Suggs.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
From deep, George hands it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. He was all alone on that one. Banchero's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Maxey, no good. Well, Orlando's shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. Second chance shot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. From deep, George. And it's Orlando with the rebound. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Philadelphia shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. The 76ers with another miss. Magic shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Outside, Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Off target from three-point range. It's deflected. Caldwell Pope for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando. From deep, George. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Magic. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Kelly Oubre out there with Gordon. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Lowry. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Anthony. And he's off on his first shot of the game. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is dad. Cole Anthony, he has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done now, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Here's Gordon following the bucket by Orlando. Misses the 3. Anthony with it. Lowry picks him up. Three-pointer. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Oubre. Lowry's got 6 points.
Yeah, the rare off-ball make from Lowry. We're used to him dictating the offense.
The shot by Anthony, no good. The 76ers lead. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Anthony again missing. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lowry, good.
You gotta love the fearless attitude of Lowry. Nice job getting inside and executing.
Now here's Anthony. He has yet to score from past the arcs. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Lowry dishes to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
So much force. Easy money for Drummond.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Carter. Here's Queen. Carter with the screen. Shot from the wing. Kept alive.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Lowry passes to Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Gordon's got his first points in this one.
Seems like Lowry always knows where his teammates are.
Anthony, the pass to Isaac, and Isaac throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here is Lowry. 8 points for him. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, physically attacking the rim is something Drummond does well. And the lob pass only makes it easier for him.
Anthony against Lowry. Pass to Queen. Fires the three. Second chance effort. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Isaac.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backboard, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
Now here's Gordon. The tray. Carter pulls it in. The Magic trail by 3. Here's De Silva. Pass to Queen. Second shot opportunity, and again it's Orlando converting. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Lowry. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Isaac misses. Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Drummond. Kicks it out to Gordon. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Lowry passes to Oubre. This one for 3. That shot off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. 76. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Queen in at the shooting guard position. Embiid from outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the 76ers lead by 1. And so here's Orlando. Here's Suggs. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Shooting for Orlando. Gogo with 5.
And he makes both free throws. 76ers shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Maxey. And he converts the layup.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth. Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And George kicks to Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some fun.
Here's Suggs. And the 3-ball is good. Suggs has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Embiid, the pass to George. From downtown, that's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 3. And here is Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now, here's Embiid with the throwdown.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's also coming with bad intentions.
Banchero, that's good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing.
They grab their own miss, and Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
And it's Suggs missing. The 76ers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
Wagner kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. A three-pointer off the mark.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Suggs, some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Embiid with the screen on Wagner. The 3 from George. The 76ers with another miss. The Magic trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now. And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Now here's Embiid. Tight defense on him, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Wagner on the wing, defended by George.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Traps in the tray.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Great open look there. Embiid's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia. Banchero looking around.
Paulo Banchero.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in...
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and
the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, we've got George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And it's Maxey missing. Okoro with the ball. Guarded now by George. Okoro passes to Garland. Tries it from 19. Rebound by the 76ers.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Maxey, that's good.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Over to the left wing. From deep, Mobley. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George for 3. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Allen against Maxey. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Here's Maxey. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Drives to the hoop, and he jams it home with authority.
Boy, I like it. Quick, aggressive move by Maxey.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
Kershaw, number 7. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Rebound by Philadelphia. Maxey on the wing. From outside the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Garland. Back to Okoro. For 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Okoro's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Embiid. Ooh, stolen by Allen. In transition, here they come. From deep, Mitchell. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off.
The fast break opportunity isn't wasted on Mitchell. His quickness, a big part of his success.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss. The Cavs have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Okoro, no good. The Sixers trailing. For 3, George knocks it down from distance. 9 points in the game.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. George for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, blows the dunk. Philadelphia shooting a 45% clip from the floor. For three, Maxey sends it home from three-point land.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Garland for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. For three, Maxey buries it from three.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with George. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's the 3. And Mobley with the basket on the assist from Allen. Mobley's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Ryan, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. And pushing it up the floor, Philadelphia. The Sixers again in transition. And George with the jam.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package. Making opportunities, Maxey smartly using the pick and roll to create for his team.
Mobley, a screen on Maxey. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Mobley throws it down.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's Mitchell. And Embiid with the block.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
George's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Mobley. Rebound by the 76ers. Maxey with it. Picked up by Allen. George for 3. That one's off. He's 4 for 9.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, Mitchell just muscling his way in.
They're such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
Garland comes with the double team. It's stolen by Garland. Here we go, one-on-one. They swipe it. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Maxey. Tipped. And there's the lob. And Allen gets it to go. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit. And that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Three-pointer Embiid. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Pass to Embiid. The 3. The rebound by Allen.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. Fires the 3. Back to Okoro. From behind the arc. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
For 3.
Garland's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Maxey. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Maxey's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Every time Maxey steps on the floor, you expect a big scoring night. Tyrese can explode offensively at any time.
Fires it. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
George for 3. Doesn't go that time. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. What a game from deep, making 5 trays. Back after this.
33.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court right now for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then there's Sam Merrill. And it's Strus in at the 3, the small forward. Oubre with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. Oubre passes to Gordon. Five to shoot. And the 76ers another 3.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter. He's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
Jerome, no good. The Sixers lead by 8. Left side, Oubre. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Jerome. On target from range. Jerome's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The ball's knocked loose. Drummond passes to Lowry. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
Jerome passes to Hunter. Back to Jerome from outside the arc. And McCain pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Thompson. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Merrill. Three-pointer off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 4 in this 3rd quarter. Perfect so far. And here's Lowry from the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Strus with it. No points yet. Here's Jerome. The long-distance 3 is buried.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Lowry with it. Now Thompson defending. Drummond to screen on Thompson. Down low. And the jam by Drummond.
setting up others and running the offense smoothly. That is what Lowry does.
Here's Jerome. He's got 6. No good on the 3. For 3, Lowry. Thompson pulls it in. Cavaliers trail by 8. Merrill passes to Jerome with the drive. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Drummond. To the middle. Jumps up. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Lowry. Jerome, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Lowry, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
1:21 left in the third quarter. And here's Oubre from the arc. Drains the triple. Oubre's got 7 points.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Jerome, that's good. And here's Lowry. From the arc. Hunter with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
From deep, Strus drills it from deep. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Hunter. The 3 ball. It's another 3 for Cleveland. Philadelphia leading by 5. Knocked away. And here's Oubre from the arc. He buries it from 3. Oubre's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Hunter. The fader. And Sam Merrill picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Lowry from the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Philly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Kyle Lowry. Eric Gordon is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's McCain in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Okoro outside. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper. The Sixers lead by 6. Lowry with it. He's picked up by Garland. Inside. Out to Oubre. Pass to Gordon. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. We've played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. For 3, Lowry. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
A little role reversal here for Lowry. Typically, Kyle is the one setting others up.
From deep, Mobley. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
For three, Lowry on target from range. Lowry's got 6 in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Pass to Oubre. Back to Lowry. Takes the three, and the three-pointer goes. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Mobley with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Tries it from the top of the key. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 21 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working.
Oh, Spider Mitchell, wow.
A guard with major hops. Now, you know Mitchell loves getting chances to finish off those alley-oops.
Takes a step back. Goes up on the wing. And it's Maxey missing. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Trailing by 13.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's a minute 59 left in the final quarter. Here's Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Let's go with a three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. This one for 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Three-pointer Embiid. The Sixers with another miss.
Yeah, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
For 3, George. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Back to Mitchell. By Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids. And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the 76ers.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tyrese Maxey.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Maxey. And he's going for the oop here.
Boy, that shot was affected by Allen, no doubt about it. His length at 6'11", very active, solid defensively.
Oh, they pick off the pass. And now the Sixers on the break. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Embiid misses. Now Garland. From deep three-point land. Off on that one. So this one belongs to the 76ers. A clean win. And what?
front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. There's the triple. Bitadze can't hit. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. The rebound by Bitadze.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Cleveland with the ball. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So Coach is expecting the best out of his team and preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Mobley. Now Allen. Back to Okoro for the three. Rebound by the Magic. Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
And Suggs throws it down.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. A drive by Garland. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Garland dishes to Okoro. Shoots a fader. And another three for Cleveland.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Banchero. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Mitchell. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Wagner passes to Bitadze. No good on the three. And so Allen will bring it up for the Cavaliers. A kick out to Mobley. Launches a three. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
From about 19 feet, Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Mitchell feeling it out a bit over Caldwell Pope. A three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Mobley. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And it's Wagner missing. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. The drive by Mitchell. Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Caldwell Pope passes to Suggs. And nothing is falling for him right now. And even 3-on-3 break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Garland with the bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. Oh, what a mid-air adjustment. You know, he had to alter his release point, but didn't let it throw off the shot.
Garland kicks to Okoro. From outside the arc. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, down low. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell, ferocious attacking in the open floor.
Here's Suggs. Offline with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Banchero right side. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. The Magic trail by 11. From the arc. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Garland against Suggs. Garland dishes to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Okoro wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Okoro's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Wagner wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 11. Outside Garland. Allen outside. Here's Okoro. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Garland against Suggs, and then Mitchell hit the dunk.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Stolen by Okoro. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Wagner. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Here's Okoro. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Okoro's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Cavs. They set the pick. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Allen's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Caldwell Pope off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Suggs with the steal. Here's Caldwell Pope. Right wing takes the 3. And it's Suggs missing. And so Allen will bring it up now for Cleveland. Pass to Okoro for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And guys, you know, Isaac Okoro has really been making it happen.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. We've got Sam Merrill. Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Jerome in at the point. Anthony can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Hunter with it. Now Anthony defending. Jerome passes to Strus. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Anthony looking it over. Lets the 3 fly. Carter kicks to Anthony. Here's Queen. Traps in the tray. Queen's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Orlando. Jerome passes to Hunter. Pass to Thompson. Merrill with the ball. Puts up a 3. Carter pulls it in. Here's De Silva. Defended by Strus. Here's Thompson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And they're on the break. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Pass to Anthony. Shoots from the high post. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You love Cole Anthony's attitude. So confident, so willing to fire on the catch.
Merrill finds Strus. Three-pointer. And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic trail by 9. 17-foot shot on the way. Anthony's shot is off. The Cavaliers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Merrill on the wing. Nothing on the board. Hunter for 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open pretty?
Here's Jerome, covered by Anthony. From deep three-point land. Orlando grabs the miss. 1:32 left to play here in the third. The rebound by Merrill.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's De Silva. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
What athleticism. That was an incredibly acrobatic move.
Jerome passes to Hunter. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shoots a three. They get the rebound. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Isaac.
Well, with that length, you want to see Jonathan Isaac attack the offensive glass. Put that 7'1" wingspan to work.
And it's Merrill, top of the key. Hits the three-point bomb. Merrill's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Orlando, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Pass to De Silva. Here's Queen. Up again. Thompson with the rebound. Hunter against Isaac. Hunter, the pass to Strus. Fires from deep. No good that time. Up in time. The shot misses. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's just out there for Orlando. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Suggs. The Cavaliers shooting here about 46% for the game. Garland dishes to Okoro. A 3-ball. A kick out to Mobley. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
Garland against Suggs. Bitadze the pass to Suggs. Here's Wagner. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Mobley wide open. Off target from outside. The Magic trail by 11. Wagner with it. Garland picks him up. And it's Wagner missing. Lets it go with a 3. Garland, no good. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Franz Wagner with the 3.
Such a good mix of moves. Getting in his bag, Franz Wagner on the pull-up jumper.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Mobley. Launches it. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Suggs against Garland. No good from outside. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. They're leading by 8. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's the screen. Here's Suggs. Tries again. Here's Bitadze. Lays it up off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Suggs missing. The Cavaliers leading by 6. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Allen.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
For 3, Caldwell Pope hands it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Again, Mitchell missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Fires the 3, carries it from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
He will be unguardable if he starts making shots consistently from this distance. Turn the lights out. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
From deep, the rebound by Batadze.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Jalen Suggs, despite his youth, proving he's willing to step up when his team needs him.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Shoots. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now here's Mobley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Caldwell Pope passes to Banchero. Banchero, a screen on Mitchell. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. So it's the Cavaliers now. They've led by as many as 14 points. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging,
far as truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
George for 3. Embiid. Orlando with the rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Caldwell Pope for 3. He drops it from range.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Yabusele controls the rebound and the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Suggs with the bucket.
Love the quick shot there. Suggs looking decisive and comfortable, stopping and firing.
Tries the spin move. Here's George. Outside Maxey. Pass to Grimes. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Misses from short range. Wagner on the wing. Fires from deep. Here's Batase. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you gotta stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. So it's Philadelphia now. The Magic making their last shot. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
76ers trail by 6. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. For 3, George. Philadelphia with another miss. Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-5 run. Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Three-pointer Embiid is rebounded by Wagner.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Banchero no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's the 3. And it's Maxey missing. Orlando leading by 9. Here's Suggs. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And for Philadelphia, their shooting has not been great early, just 27%. The Magic have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Six to shoot, down low. Here's Banchero. Orlando again missing. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 9-point game. George for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Kept alive, kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. Wagner's got 5.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. They lead by 11. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. 76ers trail by 11. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Wagner, right side. Off target with the 3.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
They get it again. Back to George. For 3, Maxey. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. George outside. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. 4-3. And Wagner is good for 3. Wagner's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
Ooh, Embiid finishes the lob in style.
I like whenever Embiid's teammates use his size and throw it anywhere near the rim because he finishes it.
The 3 from Suggs. Banchero passes to Wagner. The 3 from Suggs. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's George. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Wagner with a screen on George. And it's Wagner missing. 76ers trail by 12. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
The 3 from Banchero. Kept alive. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the contest.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Suggs. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
For 3, George buries it from 3. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Snatched up. Wagner outside. For 3, Caldwell Pope, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
For 3, George. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Orlando with the ball. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Oh, it's Banchero going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Maxey's got 9 points. Orlando leading by 12. Here's Wagner. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
And there's the screen. For three, Maxey connects from downtown. 12 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 11. George feels it out a bit. There's the drive. And the jam by George.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Suggs with it. Maxey covering. There's the triple. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Wagner. And the Magic lead by 12. Wagner with a steal. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Orlando ahead, up by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
30.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then there's Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. RJ just playing at a faster pace, work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Anthony outside. Launches a 3. They get the rebound. Gordon with a steal. To the middle. Isaac with the steal. Lets it go from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 10. To the inside. Gordon finds Lowry. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Anthony. The shot's good. Anthony's got 5.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
For 3, Gordon. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Queen. Knocks it down from distance. Queen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Drummond to screen on Isaac. And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's Queen with a rebound. Magic leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Isaac. Second chance effort. Pass to De Silva. Launches it. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first.
At the line for the Sixers, Eric Gordon.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Here's Anthony. He's got 5. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Anthony's got 8 here in this quarter.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And the Magic pushing it up now. And the dunk by Isaac.
Excellent mid-air feed to Isaac, who lifts off right on cue for the alley-oop sling.
And here's Lowry from the arc. The Sixers with another miss. Orlando with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Anthony's got 11 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Carter, a screen on Lowry. Here's Anthony. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 21. Takes a three. Lowry, no good. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Lowry against Anthony. Up top, Oubre. It's stolen by Isaac. In transition, the Magic on the run. Offensive board. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
And so Carter nails them both. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you'd never understand. B.A.?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. Anthony, the pass to Queen. Lowry surveys the D, and Lowry gets doubled. Tipped away. All by himself. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
35 seconds left in the third quarter here. And the basket by Queen. 76ers trail by 21. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. 20 seconds left in the third. Carter, the pass to Queen. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Oubre can't hit.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with George. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
A line change here for Orlando. Here's Maxey. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
The 3 from Suggs. Paul George pulls down the board. 76ers trail by 16. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by George.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Suggs, the pass to Batadze. And here's the fast break. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
The big man out ahead. Embiid, I see you showing those wheels.
Suggs against Maxey. And it's Suggs with the three. And the Magic lead by 15.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digit.
Suggs outside. Inside. Banchero outside. Banchero with a screen on Maxey. Back to Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for two.
Yeah, with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
George lays it up and banks it in.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Orlando leading by 12. Caldwell Pope for three. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's George. Rebounded by Suggs. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Bataze. Banchero from close range.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
For three, George. The shot, no good. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. The three from Suggs. It's hauled in by the Sixers. For three, Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope with it. And it's off from three-point range. The three. They get it back.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother them.
For Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. And Banchero gets it to go.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Maxey, that's good.
That is how you respond. Maxey with the 3 of his own.
Orlando leading by 14. Suggs surveys the D. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Magic.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Suggs.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
It's good on the putback. Orlando has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Here's Banchero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Joel Embiid.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And he's good on the second. Philadelphia with the ball. Down by 15. Outside Maxey. A deep 3. Rebounded by Suggs. And Banchero with it. Guarded now by Maxey. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Back to Banchero. Over Maxey. The kick out to Banchero. Here's Bataze. And the 3 off target. So it's Philadelphia now. Maxey passes to Grimes. Now here's Embiid. Puts up a 3. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra